Hello guys, welcome to another episode here on Mzansi Confessions. So last night on WhatsApp, I received this confession from a young South African lady. So I am going to read for you the message that she did send me. The message reads like this. Hello, Mr. Admin. Please keep me anonymous. I am a young lady who is aged 28. I come from the East Rand in Gauteng. I hope that my story can teach a few ladies a lesson. Be content with what you have. I met this Nigerian guy at Lakeside Mall in 2020. It was in January. I had gone to do my nails at a salon just close to the mall. Since I am anonymous, let's just call this guy Mike. Mike owned the salon where I did my nails and also owns a tavern in Springs. He was a loving man and he took good care of me. It was love at first sight, and the following day he bought me expensive perfumes and I still remember them very well by name. It was Black Opium and Marc Jacobs. I was so hooked. Me being a woman who loves the finer things of life, I just fell in love with this soft life. There was potential for me, and indeed there was potential for me because he later bought me an iPhone and an ear-to-ear 24-inch Brazilian hair. To this day, I had never worn a 24-inch ear-to-ear Brazilian hair. I had always dreamt of owning a wig, and he indeed bought me a wig from an exclusive hair shop. Fast forward to April 2020, the country went into lockdown. By the way, I was staying with my mother's sister who did not love me very well, and she treated me so bad. I was basically the maid in that house and I did all the chores while her kids sat and watched TV all day. I wasn't happy, so I had to run away from home and I went and stayed with Mike. Sometimes life forces you to make the wrong decisions. You run away from home because you have nowhere else to go. My mom had passed away, by the way. I jumped from the pan right into the fire. As soon as I moved in with Mike, I started to notice wrong things, and mind you, the country was under lockdown. Mike stayed in Brakpan, just close to Far East Hospital in a complex. Me coming from Ekasi, I fell in love with this nice life. He was very kind to me, but there were strange things happening in that house. Money was not a problem, but when we went to bed, I will wake up in the middle of the night and you will not be sleeping, not in the room. At first, I thought he was just watching soccer and I didn't suspect anything. I forgot to tell you that there was a room that I was not allowed to enter at night, and I will hear strange noises coming from that room. One day I walked into the bathroom and he was bathing, but when I opened the door, there was no one in the tub. Have you ever felt that feeling where you think that your hair is standing and you start to feel very cold? That is exactly what I felt. I ran away. He later came to our bedroom shouting, saying, "Why do you just walk in without knocking?" Guys, there is nothing so scary in this world like seeing a Nigerian guy getting angry. Those guys, when they get angry, they really get angry. He might not beat you, but you can just start to cry as he shouts at you. That is the way that he was like that night. He was so scary. I went into a corner and I started to cry. He later comforted me, but the damage was already done. I wanted to look at him in the eye and ask him, "Are you invisible that when I walked into the bathroom you disappeared into water?" But I was so afraid. I then started to live in fear. Whenever I was on my period, I would wake up with a clean pad and wonder what had happened to my pad that had blood. One night I said, "Enough is enough." I pretended to be asleep and he woke up and went to the living room. I started smelling an odd smell and something said to me, "Go and see." I opened the door slowly and tiptoed, and what I saw, I'll never unsee that. I stood right there behind a corner and saw that he had candles right around him and they were burning. Next, I saw all of my used pads being laid on the floor. Then a very big snake came out of that room that I was not allowed to enter, and it went on licking all of my pads. I froze in fear. Fear will cripple you and paralyze you. And I also told myself, this situation, I needed to remain calm, otherwise this monster will eat me. I regretted being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Mike then removed all of his clothes and he laid flat in the middle of those burning candles. Then the snake went on to lick him from head to toe. Then after that, it wrapped itself on his whole body like a viper around a baby goat. I thought that he was dead. But after about 5 minutes, it went off his body. Then lo and behold, Mike stood up and he took his pee-pee and started putting it inside the snake. He had sex with the snake. When he was done, the snake went on to vomit money. I am talking about US dollars, money from America. He then took a big bag and collected all the money inside the bag. The snake went back into the room and he went on to lock the room. I tiptoed back into our bedroom and got inside the bed. He had left the door slightly open, so I just followed suit and slept. But I did not sleep. I have never been terrified in my life. That's when he came and he took a bath. As he slept in the bed right next to me, all sorts of thoughts came to my mind. I couldn't wait to leave and run away. But run away to where? It was locked down anyways, so I had to stay. One thing I didn't tell you is that I was in this whole equation too. My blood, my DNA was being leaked by that snake. I eventually ran away, but now anyone who sleeps with me will dream of a snake trying to kill him and he dies within a month. I told Mike that something is wrong with me and he told me that I am his wife war, and even if I run away, I'll always look for him. It's been 2 years now. I stay with a friend, but my life is stuck. I can't move forward. Ladies, be careful out there. If there is anyone who can help me, please leave a comment in the comment section, because I am really looking for help and advice. The other thing is the way that Mike would have sex with me. I don't know if he was taking any medication, because he will have sex with me the whole night. Now the problem that I am facing, I just can't be satisfied with any guy because I need them to do me all night long. There are many times that when I'm having sex, I start to think of Mike. Even on my number, Mike always send me messages and telling me that the way that I did you in bed, no other man will ever be able to satisfy you. So right now, there is no one who can satisfy me sexually. I don't know, should I go back to Mike or should I just seek help, because I feel like I am a slave now to Mike. That was a confession that I received on WhatsApp from Anonymous. Like I always say, a wise man will always learn from other people's mistake. Young ladies out there, I hope that you will learn one or two things from this confession.